Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? And pull the mic closer to me so that sometimes be cutting my voice off. Like the noise gate I got on there, I guess, be cutting my voice off sometime. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Welcome. Nose all, need to put some lotion on my face. Nose all crusty. High quality H2O. Welcome. If this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, what are you doing? I've been doing this forever. No, y'all ain't seen me in a minute like this. But hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. It's been a crazy bug going around my house. It done got on me pretty heavy. So we're gonna try to get through this. Let me go ahead and open up my everything I need to get opened up. First of all, I'm gonna open up a picture. Let me say what's up to my family real quick. The cheaters in the building. Shout out Here to Learn and Share. Y'all be like, man, I be trying to beat Here to Learn and Share in here. Here to Learn and Share left that hey comment at 1:27 this afternoon. 1:27 this afternoon. I don't know what time I set up the live stream, but I'm assuming it was sometime around 1:27 this afternoon. She be cheating. So shout out the real first person here at 6 o'clock on the dot. Valdez with the she cheating. Find a Superman cheating at 6:09. Kim cheating at 6:19. Deborah cheating at 6:21. So Felicia coming through with the very first comment at 6:32 p.m. Hello, Deborah. All the rest of you cheaters, go to the principal's office. What's up, KC? What's going on, Tiffany? How you doing? What's up, that's everybody. If you don't know who is, shout out Lewis Mitchell. What's going on, Louis? What's up, Seawalk? What's going on, Michelle Tucker? So D-A-E. You hear no evil, see no evil. Thanks for being here. Now go lay down and drink a hot. My wife asked me about a hot toddy the other day. I'm gonna eat a M&M. It's a green M. Ooh, the illusion. Look at that. The illusion. Oh my God. In every crowd. Hey, look, I just got a notification that said Robinson posted a YouTube video. Robinson, get off my live and go watch your video. Hey, baby. Uh-oh. Hey, baby. How you doing? What's up, Max? All right. That's enough saying hello to everybody. Let's get into why we doing this live stream today. SOS. Who know what SOS means? Do anybody know what's SOS? Not based off what I got on here, but what's the SOS? Somebody tell me in the chat. What is, when you hear SOS, what do you think about? What do you think about when you hear SOS? Somebody put in the chat. Help. save our ship. It would be a seaman that say something like that. Do they call y'all seamen when y'all be in the in the submarine? Do you call y'all seamen, or do they call y'all bubble guppies? What do they call the ones that go in the submarines? Are y'all seamen or bubble guppies? Right? Help! 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 What's up, Taryn? Help! Someone save my baby. Says someone save me. Right? Tim, why do you have Michael's mug behind you with SOS? I can't keep up. Right? In this case, SOS, we doing like a we're full grown. but bubba guppies, but bubba guppies. It's got a double entendre in this meaning here. SOS, help me. Ayúdame. Ayúdame. You like that, don't you, Valdez? Ayúdame. Help me. I can't keep up. I got shiny object syndrome. Did y'all catch that? SOS. Double entendre. Help me. I can't keep up. I got shiny object syndrome. Let me go full screen and ask you this. Do you have shiny object syndrome? Be honest with yourself. Do you have shiny object syndrome? Are you sitting up here salivating? Just, ooh, can't wait until Michael J. Huddleston drops this Modus PDA? Who know what a Modus is? Can anybody tell me what a Modus is? Hey, Guppy, Bubba Guppy, what's a Modus? Somebody drop it in the chat. What's a Modus? I know you better know, Bubba Guppy. What's a my sweetie know what a my sweetie better know what a Modus is. What's a Modus? Somebody tell me what a Modus is. Somebody tell me what a Modus is. Why they trying to tell me what a Modus is? I stopped watching ICT videos for this very reason. Right now, I'm glad Robinson said that. Let's touch on that while somebody tell me what a Modus is. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Get off my screen, Robinson. And I primarily trade the ES futures. And I know you just went and looked that up here to learn to share. You cheating. It took you too long to type that out. What kind of machine gun? Tell me right now, quick. 15 seconds. What kind of machine gun is it? I primarily trade ES futures, and I only trade strategies that I learned from Michael J. Huddleston. The reason why I only trade strategies I learned from Michael J. Huddleston is because I believe it's the most accurate thing that I've ever seen, and it fits my trading personality better than any other thing that I've ever learned, free or paid. That's the reason why I only trade his concepts, right? Now, with that being said, she said, sure did. At least you're honest. At least you're honest. That being said, right? I told y'all a long time ago. Matter of fact, this guy right here. Let me put my fancy dancy on. See this? Follow the bouncing ball. See this guy right there? That's Michael J. Huddleston, aka ICT, aka the Ghost in the Machine. Right? He has told you several times, I have told you several times, you only need one trading model. You only need one PDub. You only need one entry technique. You only need one to be successful as a trader. When you learn and master your one setup. How many times YouTube gonna notify me by Robinson Post? I just got an email talking about Robinson. How many times they gonna notify me about Robinson Post? Now, once you master your one, you don't need anything else, right? Please do not get shiny object syndrome. What, Tim? What's shiny object syndrome? I would have let Lil Timmy Rogers ask y'all that, but I'm all congested and I can't be playing with my voice in different octaves right now. Right? Shiny object syndrome is when you are a kid. It could be a grown kid, little kid, you know what I'm saying? Adult kid, child kid. When you're a kid and you're playing with your toy, I ain't playing with my toy. I ain't playing with my toy. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes by with something that's shiny. Now you forget all about your toy. It's shiny. It's shiny. I need this now. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that shiny new toy. That shiny new toy is not going to make your life better. It's going to, in the case of having shiny object syndrome and trading, it's going to complicate your life. It's going to complicate your life. And the reason why I say that, right, is because especially if you have not mastered your technique, if you haven't mastered your one, the shiny object syndrome is going to be detrimental because now you're trying to figure out how to use your strategy. You're trying to figure out how to spot a fair value gap. And now in the live market, you're trying to spot a fair value gap. You're trying to spot a mitigation block. You're trying to spot a breaker. You're trying to spot an order block. You're trying to spot a swing high. You're trying to spot a swing low. You're trying to spot event horizon. You're trying to spot my deuce. You're trying to spot reaper. You're trying. At this point, Michael just let me get a new name. My deuce. Now, the stuff that Michael teaches is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. But let me go full screen and say this right here. Michael J. Huddleston has been trading for over 30 years. 30 years. Right? So, as he is spoon feeding everybody who spoon feeding us, I'm learning this stuff just like you. He has been spoon feeding us, right? Slowly but surely, he was spoon feeding us, right? And everybody was out there, give me more, give me more. I got it no more. Give me more, give me more. So what did he do? He dropped his whole mentorship in like a 3-month span. A mentorship that when you had to pay for it, you had to sit through an entire year with him to get all of his content. He dropped however many he dropped, however he fixed those monthly videos into 1 month. You got them one video at a time. right? Over the span of from October up until it was like October 2016 up until the last one was like August or September 2017, something like that. But you had to wait a whole year to get all of that. But everybody out here, they want to know everything. They want his whole 30 years all in one drop. So he dropped the whole core content. And when he dropped it, he told you, he said, now this alone is not enough to make you a trader. This is just the knowledge. This is just the background. This is just so you will know what to look for in the charts. No. We ain't listen to that. Only thing we know is I know everything he know right now, and I'm gonna go make me some money. It just shows you what to go look for in the charts. Me really tell you how to use it. Just showed you what to look for in the charts. Right? So then he give a model using one PD array, a fair value gap. Give a simple model. Wait for a rate on liquidity, displacement, breaking market structure, retrace back to the fair value gap after 9:30. Everybody and their mama went crazy. I got the 2022 mentorship model, baby. I'm finna go get funded. Whoa, I'm a super trader. What's that? A silver bullet? I want a silver bullet. Give me the silver bullet. Look for your setup from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I need a silver bullet. Now ain't nobody trading except between 10 and 11. Looking for a fair value gap between 10 and 11. All right. What's that? Event horizon? Give me event horizon. Everybody and their mama looking for trades in between new week opening gaps. Ain't nobody, he ain't even talk new week opening gaps in the core content. Ain't nothing about new week opening gaps in the core content, but not everybody want event horizon and everybody trying to trade the 50% in between the new week opening gaps. What's that? A reaper? Give me a reaper. Now everybody looking for fair value gaps inside breakers in the discount of the premium. Now everybody looking for reapers now. Got to be a fair value gap inside the breaker, inside the discount of the premium, inside the breaker, next to his cousin, next to his mama, and Manuel come through, and Manuel can't stop it. Everybody want that. My deuce. What's my deuce? Wait. What is my deuce? What is my deuce? What's my deuce? I don't know what my deuce is. Let me go on the internet and see if I can find my deuce. Do anybody know what my deuce is? Freaking crackheads, man. Freaking crackheads. We don't need more. We don't need more. Please do not get the shiny object syndrome. We don't need more. If Michael don't do nothing else for eternity, this man has given the world enough information to make I don't know how many models. You can make as many models as you want off the information that he's giving you already. Off the information he's giving you already. But every time the man come out with something new, everybody think, oh, I got to use this now. I got to use this now. I got to use this now. and ain't got no data to back it up. No data. You all have seen my progression of my own trading model from when I started calling it the liquidity run reversal. Y'all saw my rules. You saw after testing it over and over and over and trading it live, I said, hey, I made a modification to it. I don't need a SIBI or BISI to make the break-in structure. I can take it. It's very similar to the 2022 mentorship that he put out. It's the I back tested it and I don't need it. It's very similar, right? And then you saw me say, hey, because of my data, I got a new modification. I want my fair value gap that I'm entering in to line up with a higher time frame breaker. From my data, it's proven to be more effective when my fair value gap lines up with a higher time frame breaker. What higher time frame, Tim? Any time frame higher than the one I'm entering on. If I'm entering on the 1, it's lining up with a 5. If I'm entering on the 5, it's lining up with a 15, an hour. Anything higher than the level that I'm entering on. But I took the information that I learned from this guy over here. I went back and I tested it. I found what fit me. I started sim trading it. I started live trading it, and I slowly molded into something that fit me based off of the data that I was getting back saying, hey, this is working, this is not. And the more I study the material that he's already left, the more stuff I start. Like I was telling my wife the other night, like a couple weeks ago, hey, I'm testing out a new strategy. I'm testing out a new strategy because now, shout out, who was that? Who was that in the Discord who asked me about finding something every day? We was just talking yesterday in the Discord. We was just talking. Let me see who it was. And Rhonda, if you in here, answer my doggone question I asked you. Who was that? Let me see. I don't go below 3. Rhonda. It was Rhonda. Okay. Right. Was it Rhonda? 5 unless I missed it. Yeah. It was Rhonda. It was Rhonda, right? And the reason why I'm talking about that is because she made a comment while we was in the Discord. She said it. She unmuted and said it. She said, I'm lagging. Hopefully y'all can hear me. She said ICT said that you can find this setup every day, right? And I talked about it then. I was like, I'm glad you said that. Right now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Michael saying you can find a setup every day. Right now, first and foremost, he tell you, and everybody else, and me, and anybody that's in the market, they tell you, even if you're a day trader, don't mean you're going to trade every day. Don't mean you have to trade every day. Now, me being a trader that's been in the market for a little over 3 years, and I've been official day trader, for a year and a half, maybe, right? A day trader officially. I retired over 2 years ago, and then I really started day trading, probably about a year and a half ago. But I don't have the tools to go in there and find a setup every single day. Right? Well, Tim, if you ain't got the tools to find it every day, how can ICT say you can have a setup every day? It happens every day. He's speaking from somebody who has the experience he has, somebody who's been trading for 30 years and has as many setups and entry techniques as him, right? The man said, and I can just take him off his word. He said he got 80 entry models. He said he got 80 different entry models, right? 80. It's either 80 entry models or 80 PD arrays or what, however he said it. He said he got 80 of them, right? So, and the reason why I'm saying this is because yesterday, right? Let me open back up the thing, right? When I was talking to Rhonda, I moved the wrong screen, right? When I was talking to Rhonda and everybody else in the Discord, I said, she said, you wanted me to look there. She said the 5-minute fair value gap. I mean, the fair value gap on the 5-minute did not give me an entry unless I missed it, right? Now, I didn't even talk about all the different entry models, right? The only thing I talked about with her in this sense, I said, keep in mind, when Michael talks about finding an entry every day, he's taking into account that you need to be, one, having complete understanding of all of the stuff that he knows, let alone not just a little bit he teach, but all the stuff that he knows, plus he's looking through every time frame possible, right? And I told her, I put the price, I said it didn't give me anything that I like during the 2 to 3 o'clock silver bullet window. So I didn't take the trade based off of what I was looking at, right? But we then went into price, right? We then went into price. And what was yesterday? What was yesterday? The 7th. The 7th. We then went into price. 7th, that's AM, PM 2, right? To 3. Behind all this other stuff. Right? Went in there into price. Cause remember, she said 5-minute chart, right? Right. Went into price on the 5-minute chart, right? She said the 5-minute fair value gap did not give me an entry, right? So this is a 5-minute chart, right? From 2 to 3, right? Starting at 2, right? We got displacement to the downside. We create a fair value gap right here, right? I said I didn't like that fair value gap because how price was doing. We broke down the whole reason why I didn't want to get short right here at this fair value gap, right? And then I said, if you were looking for a fair value gap trade, since we had displacement to the downside, right? You're looking for a fair value gap trade, right? We took out buy side, displacement to the downside, breaking market structure. So if you're looking for a fair value gap trade based off what price action is doing right now, you will be looking for a short, but you didn't get a fair value gap short in this window right here, right? Nepa. You did get a fair value short in this window. Guess what? What does he teach? Right? When you see it starting to set up, right? When you see it starting to set up, cycle through 4-minute, right? 4-minute. Ah. Right? 4-minute. What does 4-minute give you? Nothing. 3-minute. What does 3-minute give you? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this right there? That is a take of liquidity, displacement to the downside, shift in sentiment right there, taking out a swing low, right? Creating a fair value gap, trading back up into it, and then shorting down into the sell side. There's a silver bullet fair value gap trade on the 7th. On a day when somebody said, Silver Bullet didn't give me a setup today. But somebody else said, wait a minute. Yes, it did. It gave me a setup today. Beautiful, beautiful short. Matter of fact, it came back and tapped it again to give us a second chance. A beautiful short. So what are you saying, Tim? I'm saying until you have all the knowledge and experience, you don't need to worry about, is this PD array gonna make me a better trader? Is that PD array gonna make me a better trader? Is this new technique gonna make me a better trader? Is that new technique gonna make me a better? No, it's not. What's gonna make you a better trader, a more accurate trader, a more proficient trader, whatever you want to, whatever adjective you want to put on it, is doing it. Doing it. Setting yourself, writing down, getting a pen or pencil or a stylus, writing it down, your plan. Just like this. If you're a note taker, take a note. If you're a note taker and you're a day trader, and we're going to talk about the swing traders in a minute, just because y'all pulled up. If you are day traders, swing traders. And for people who wonder, like, what's the difference? Day traders, you're looking for something to trade on a daily basis, and you plan on getting in and getting out before the market closes. Swing traders, you're looking to hold a position for longer than a day. But Tim, this is futures. You can hold futures longer than a day if you want to in your personal account, if you got enough capital to do so. But you can also use the ICT concepts on other things like options on stocks and options on, especially the SPY. We all know SPY lean, right? Day traders, right? I don't care if you trade to London or to New York, right? My own personal rules, write them down and follow them, right? Price, first of all, with or without a bias, right? But identify, draw, how your time frame draw. Right? Identify how your time frame draw, right? Is every day. when you coming in every day. First thing you want to do, identify your higher time frame draw, right? Now you got your higher time frame draw identified, right? I mean, where is price trying to get to on the higher time frame, right? Is price trying to get to sell side or buy side? So if anybody be here, be like, I don't know what he talking about. Is it going to sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity on the higher time frame? Get out the way, box. They can't see, right? What is it trying to get to? Sell side or buy side, right? Now, um, uh, I don't want to say identify over and over. What's a synonym for identify? All right. Figure out. Get all that. Is price currently? Is price is current price a discount or premium, right? Discount or premium for current range. If you don't know what a range is, get off my live. Right? Is current price a discount or premium for the current range? Right? And identify prior session low and high. Right? 4. Do nothing until either low or high from step 3 is violated. Right? Fine. Then start looking for your entry model. Your entry model, your rules. I don't care what it is. 6. If your entry model shows up, execute. Now, you see, for day trading, I ain't putting nothing in there about like what time frame you're gonna be on and all, because that's all your model. These just the rules. These just the rules. These the rules of engagement. Rules of engagement. Your ROE. That's what's gonna keep you out of court-martial status, private swing traders. Start out exactly the same. Identify higher time frame, draw. Is it going towards sell side or buy side? Right now, with y'all, you ain't gonna do this every day. This is gonna be on a Saturday or Sunday when you do step number 1. Right? This gonna be on a Saturday or Sunday. Right? Saturday or Sunday. Right? Then, once you do that, you want to identify is the current price in a discount or a premium. Right? Is it a discount or a premium? Why do you want to identify that? We'll talk about that in a minute. If you don't know why, we'll talk about that in a minute. Right? You want to know what price is, current price, a discount or a premium. Right? Right. Look to see what liquidity was taken last. Right? What liquidity was taken last? Right? Look for imbalances. Is it imbalance? Imbalance. Look for imbalances in the leg range took the liquidity. Right? Look for imbalances that took the liquidity in the leg that took the liquidity. Right? And all of this right here is on right? Now that you've identified that this all this 1 through 4 steps 1 through 4 are over the weekend. Right? Doing all that steps 1 through 4 over the weekend. Right? Now, as each day go by, right? During the week, when the week start trading, you already got you've seen what was taken last. Sell side or buy. You got your higher time frame draw already picked out, right? You look to see if you're in a discount or a premium. You look to see what liquidity will last taken, your buy side or your sell side, on the daily at the lowest, either weekly, monthly, daily at the lowest, right? Then you're looking for imbalances in that price leg that took that liquidity, right? What's the significance of that? We about to talk about it, right? If there's an imbalance, right, in the price leg, right, you may, if you have already, let's go into this. If displacement what in the world's going on? If displacement appears on a or 4-hour chart, right? If you get displacement on the day or 4-hour chart, right? You for your entry model, right? And Tim, if I'm swing trading, how do I do that? Right now, talk about step 5. If step 5 is opposite of the draw, higher time frame draw, you have to decide like I went to Ealing. You have to decide if your risk tolerance close enough. You know what I mean? If your risk tolerance, come here. If your risk tolerance allows for a counter trend trade. If not, do nothing until step 5 is in the same direction as the draw. Well, Tim, you didn't you hit him M&M's? Tim, you ain't tell me nothing. You ain't tell me how to get in. You ain't tell me. You know why? Because it all starts with understanding what price you're trying to get. It don't matter how many Meduses, Reapers, Event Horizons, what's the one he said he ain't gonna never teach? Enigmas. It don't matter how many he teach. If you don't know where price is trying to get to, you're gonna always be guessing. You're gonna always be guessing, hoping, praying, wishing, all of that. All of that. Right? So, again, forget every new PD array, every new technique, every new model that comes out until you master your own entry technique. Right? Until you master your own entry technique. Right? Trade your one setup without deviating once you got your one entry model, right? These are just rules I have for myself. You can take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? You can take it or leave it. Rules I have for myself. Take it or leave it, right? But trade your one entry model trade your one model for at least 6 months. At least 6 months. Don't change nothing. Excuse me, don't change nothing about it. You want to be so comfortable with your model that you in the trades and you ain't worried about if it stop you out, because you know your model backwards and forward. You ain't breaking no rules, so you know if it go against you, it just was a bad trade. You're not worried, is it gonna come stop me out? Because you're so comfortable with your model. You know your model works. You ain't worried about is it gonna stop you out. You ain't worrying about your stop. You ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, cut it short and all that. You comfortable with your model. You can almost predict when it's going to hit your target because you know your model so well. You know the time of day when you trade. You know price tends to speed up at this time. It tends to rush to my profit target at this time. You know this stuff backwards and forth. You've been doing it for so long, right? You ain't changing nothing. Once you get in the trade, you set it and forget it. You ain't doing nothing, right? And then the whole time while you trading it live, you still back testing it to just perfect it more and more. Keep going back through pricing, just doing it more and more, perfecting that one model. Right. Then once you run through at least 6 months of doing that, you totally comfortable with it. Then start working on a second model. Then. But don't bring that second model live until you know everything about it. Till you know everything about it. That's it, man. I'm tired of running my mouth. Don't get shiny object syndrome, man. There's nothing wrong with, some people be like, well, man, my ICT key drop, he's sharing all the stuff he know. If I sat down and tried to tell somebody how to drive a car who ain't never drove a car, it would take a very long time to teach them everything they need to know about driving a car. My son just got his license. And when we went to the school to pick up the book that he had to go through, the mandatory class that the kids that's under 17 have to go to in the state of Georgia to get their license, the book was this freaking thick. This freaking thick. And that wasn't even, he ain't even got in a car yet. The book was this freaking thick. And he ain't even get in a car yet. And then that's not even counting all the videos that they had to watch outside of this book that's this freaking thick. Do you think you need to read a book this thick to know how to drive? Yes, you do. Do you need to know everything that's in that book to know how to drive? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But the same thing when it comes to trading. Do you have to know all it? Yes, you need to know it all. But the difference between trading and driving, ain't nobody telling you can't do it but you. Ain't nobody telling you can't do it but you. So you go out there and you try to learn all this stuff and you try to apply all this stuff at the same time before you even know any of it. You pick up that book that this thick, you skim through it, and then you jump out there on the expressway. I read the book, but you ain't put in the work. You ain't perfect it. You ain't perfect the mundo. Right? And then once you learn how to drive, does it mean that if you can drive a Honda Civic, Does it mean you can go out there and drive a Peterbilt truck? Nah. Whole different story driving a Peterbilt truck than driving a Honda Civic. But we getting out here in the stock market and we read a book on driving a Kia Sophia, and then we go out there and buy a Peterbilt truck and then go try to park it in the Walmart parking lot and wonder why we wrecking and killing ourselves. Hey, man. What's up, man? Who anybody got anything for me? That's all I got. Do anybody got anything for me? Nothing. Going once, going twice. That was before my explanation. I ain't say nothing. Did I say something, Tara? I ain't say nothing. That's it. Well, that's it. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. I sure appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I really do. See what the week closed like. Looky, who stole the cookie? Looky, who stole the cookie? Looky, who stole the cookie? We had us a whole inside week. Didn't take out buy side or sell side on the weekly. Had us a whole inside week. Looky, who stole the cookie? So for the first week of September, we have come down to consequent encroachment of the monthly wick. Yep. You want to see how the weekly price reacts to that 44.33 level, right? Since y'all stuck around, we'll talk about this. Y'all been here for longer than an hour. So we'll talk about something that's worth something. I'm sorry for chewing in y'all ear. The monthly is in the bullish uptrend, right? We had a break in market structure. We had a break in market structure in the month of June, close to the upside, right? In August, we came up. Did we take out that high? Nope, we didn't reach that high, right? So we came down, as you see, took out sell side, pushed up, had a bullish break in market structure in June, right? Right, we had a bullish break in market structure in June, right? We had a bullish fair value gap that we set. So that candle ended up being a Bissy. That candle ended up being a Bissy, right? Then in August, July, we continued up. August, we pulled back into that Bissy, went down roughly to consequent encroachment of that Bissy. Excuse me. Went down to consequent encroachment of that Bissy, right? And had a strong rejection in the month of August, lending to the monthly bullishness, right? Bullish break in market structure, strong displacement above, retrace back down into the imbalance after taking out the break in market structure. I mean, after taking out the liquidity, traded back down into the imbalance, got the consequent encroachment, strong rejection, right? That's lending to the bullishness of the monthly, right? Come the first week of September, right? We've traded back down into consequent encroachment of the prior month's wick. Right? That's why I said we want to see how the weekly candles react to this 44.33. Why is that? Because 44.33 is the consequent encroachment of the prior month's wick, right? Consequent encroachment of that wick, that's a discount PDub rate right there, right? That's a discount PDub rate for the price leg that we're in, right? For the price leg that we're in, we opened the month up in a premium. We were above 50% of this leg right here. This is the leg that we're in right here. Prices coming down. We're in a bullish pullback, right? We opened the month here in a premium, right? The market moved to a discount PDub rate, right? And it reacted off of it in the first week. So the first week we came down, touched it, and we reacted off and closed the week off of that discount PDub rate, right? So now, leaning to the bullishness of the monthly. Now, all of that happened, right? All that happened over 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Where did August open up? Right here. So we opened up here, right? Open up over here, inside here somewhere. All right. So because it's July 31st. So August opened up inside here somewhere, came down, made a low there, then pushed up here. Boom. Then August closed in here somewhere. because it be overlapping. The days be overlapping. Right. There you go. So August closed inside this week right here, and September opened inside this week. And then you see, this is the first week of September. We came back down to the consequent encroachment of that monthly wick, and then we closed off of it, right? So this weekly candle right there, that one there is incorporating that first day. This monthly candle on September is incorporating that first day out of that prior week, and then the rest of this week here. So now on the weekly, right? On the weekly, we've pulled back, came into this monthly fair value gap, pushing up, had nice displacement up, took out this weekly high up here, came into did we get into that SIBI? I believe we did. Yes. Got into that SIBI right there. Right. Got into that SIBI. Came off of it, rejected off of it, opened up this week, pushed up into a slight premium above price. Came very close to consequent encroachment of that weekly wick, right? Pushed up, struggled to get the consequent encroachment. That's exceedingly bearish, right? Sold off, came down where? To the discount PD array right there, a monthly discount, right? Did not get to this weekly volume imbalance. Did not hit that weekly volume imbalance right there. The monthly discount wick stopped it, and we rejected off of it, right? Lending to the bullishness of the monthly, right? Still lending to the bullishness of the monthly, right? That nice displacement on the weekly, got up into the PD array, backed off of it, came back down, right, to a monthly discount PD array, and now we're backing off of it. I'll say we want to see how the weekly price treats this 44.33. If the weekly price continues to respect this 44.33, that's still lending to the bullishness of the monthly. Now, what do you want to be paying attention to going into next week? Right? 44.48 is consequent encroachment of the weekly wick, and that 44.33 is the monthly wick that we already respected. Move it down to daily, right? So on the daily, came up, took out that low, high, took that high, hit that weekly imbalance, sold off, nice displacement down, right? We've come down. All of this is a bullish pullback, right? All of this is a bullish pullback. What makes this no longer be a bullish pullback and shift to bearish on this daily? Taking out that low right there. Taking out that low right there shifts it to bearish. Why is that? Because this low right here came up, took out that high, took out that high, took out that high, right? Came down, right? Come over here, came down, took out sell side right there, right? We took out sell side, stopped at the monthly discount PD array, right? We stopped at a monthly discount PD array, moved back up, failed to break that displacement up with a breaking market structure here and there, right? There you go. That's the breaking market structure there. That's a shift in sentiment there because that high took out a low, right? And we went up and we took out that high. So that's your breaking market structure right there. Right. What was that on the weekly? What did I mark that for on the weekly? Oh, that was the last day. Okay. That was the last day. Get out of here, last day. You're confusing me. Right. So that was your bullish breaking market structure right there. Right. That was your bullish breaking market structure right there on the daily. Right. So we pulled back, came back into a BISI right here. Came back into a BISI right there. Right. Came into a discount. Also, the discount we came to was a monthly, no, weekly. Oh, that's the weekly. That we ain't came back to it yet, but that's the weekly, right? That's the weekly level. We came back to the monthly before, right? That's the weekly level right there. Or is that the monthly? Let me go back. I'm confusing myself. I should have marked them with the names instead of with the doggone. Let me mark them like I'm supposed to so I don't confuse myself. Where did I put my line? God dog it. I can tell I'm getting frustrated now. Get out of my way. Okay, I know what that is now. Now, think I found my way. I think I found my way. Think I found my way. You mean? Now, hopefully I won't get confused no more. Okay, now. Hopefully I won't get confused no more. No more, no more, no more. Because I got it marked. No more, no more, no more. Because I got it marked. Okay. Now, so we came down to the discount of the consequent encroachment of the monthly, right? Bullish pullback because we had a bullish breaking market structure on the daily here. That's lending with the bullishness on the monthly. That's lending with the bullishness on the weekly. Everything is in a bullish pullback right now, right? Hence the reason why I was just looking for shorts. I was looking for shorts. Everybody, anything that I posted, anything about taking a trade or trying to take a trade, I was talking about taking shorts because everything was lining up with having a bullish pullback. So I was playing shorts. I was looking for shorts the whole time. Why? Because the weekly, I expected the weekly to pull back. I expected the daily to pull back. So I was looking for shorts, right? So now, we come down to the that 44.33 yesterday. Yes, yesterday rejected off of it. Right, we came to it, rejected off of it. Then today, price came down, dropped down into a discount, poked below consequent encroachment of yesterday's wick, and closed up above it. So rejected off of the consequent encroachment of that wick, went back up into this daily SIBI right here, right? And then closed. The price just kind of dilly-dallied throughout the day. Didn't do like a whole bunch. It was like a bunch of nothing. It was a bunch of nothing. We came down. Hey, let's look at this while we're here. Since we got this Fibonacci here, let's check out the old let's check out the what ICTB calling it. What do he call it? Man, what do he call it? I can't remember what he called it. TGIF. TGIF. That's another one. That's not, I forgot about TGIF. Huh? There you go. TGIF. There's another one you can use. Hey, look, I took a TGIF trade and it closed in between 20 and 30% of the weekly move. Now you can sound smart to your friends. Yesterday we made the weekly low, bounced back up off of it, right? Dropped down to a discount. You could have took a long going back up into this area right here to trade TGIF. Oh, another one. So now, where are we now? All right. So coming into next week, this is the weekly wick from this week, the weekly discount wick from this week. Price closed there. Closing time. Closing time. Price closed there. Let's make him a dash so he'll look different from everybody else. Right. So we came down into that daily there. We've repriced down here, right? We offered the sell side delivery into this right here, right? Came back up to that imbalance around consequent encroachment. So now, what do you want to be paying attention to here, right? Here, going forward, you want to focus on, if you're a note taker, take notes with me, right? We already talked about Want to pay attention to how the weekly the weekly candles are what they do with that 44.33, right? But let's start at the daily, right? What does daily price do with the bullish fair value gap residing at 44.49.50 and 44.96.25? No, that ain't what I said. $44.49.50. So we want to see what daily price do with this right here, because we've offered daily sell side liquidity when we only offered buy side delivery. Now we offer the sell side delivery. So now we want to see the bodies of the candles, the daily candles are still respecting this bullish order block. We're closing inside. The wicks do the damage, the bodies tell the story. So we're still respecting this candle here. So you want to see if the bullishness will ensue on a daily level. So what are we looking for? We're looking to see if price wants to move into a discount, right? Where in a discount will you be eyeballing first, right? If it's exceedingly bullish, right, you will be eyeballing the consequent encroachment of the discount wick right there, roughly at the low of that fair value gap, 44.50.75, right? The low of the fair value gap is 44.49.50. So you be eyeballing the low of that fair value gap to see if price moves into a discount and rejects off of that 44.49.50 or that 44.50.75. The 44.50.75 is consequent encroachment of Friday of today's wick, and the 44.49.50 is the low of the fair value gap, right? If price is exceedingly bullish, you would want to see price come down, hit that, and take out that high, right? Take out that high. If price is exceedingly bullish, if it's still bullish, you will want to see it come down, hit that, and take out that high, right? Once price took out that high, you would want to see price come back down. You want to see price come back down into some type of discount, right? Proceed up, continue come up, come into this imbalance here, proceed up, just like that, right? That's what you would be looking for, right? For the bullishness of the monthly to ensue, right? Getting up there, taking out that high, and continuing up for the bullishness of the monthly to ensue based off of the daily time frame, right? Based off the daily time frame. Now, how can you use this as a swing trader? Day traders, hey, figure it out. Swing trader, how can you use this as a swing trader if you're want to take advantage of, you think the monthly bullishness is going to take over, and September is going to give us a little pullback in the first 2 weeks, and then we're going to blast off to the moon, right? Like I say, Till we break down here, it's not a bearish shift, right? Why? Because this is the price leg that gave us the bullish breaking market structure. Anything inside here, if you're an OTE trader, right? If you're an OTE trader, right? You just came down to your 62% on Thursday. It hit the 62% on Thursday, right? The low on this count is 44.30, 44.34.25. 62% is 44.34.50. Just squeezed in a 62% OTE, right? If you're an OTE trader based off the daily, right? And based off the daily, if you're an OTE trader, your stop loss will be below that low right there, because your stop loss go below the low of wherever you place the fib. Your stop loss will be below 46, 65, 25 if you took an OTE trade based off this daily chart. Right? So you want to see price, how we've pulled back. We got our pullback here, right? We've come back. Now, what you want to see, right? This is the daily chart. Going to a 4-hour chart like this right here. Right? Coming to this 4-hour chart like this right here. Right? So on the 4-hour chart, we came down to, right? We came down to an area of anticipated support, right? Came down to an area of anticipated support coming right there. Boop, rejected off of it. What did he come down to? The bottom of this fair value gap, touched into that down close counter there. Did we get into that? Don't look like we got into that, but rejected off of that, right? Then we came down, took out that low, and had a nice rejection off of it, right? Nice rejection. So these are 4-hour candles right here, right? Came down, took out that low, right? Had a nice rejection up off of that, right? Pull it back down there, stop. Now, what you want to be looking for on the 4-hour chart, right, is again, same thing, how price, see how I drew this out here, right? How price is respecting this, right? So this is where we closed at. This is where price closed at, right? So you want to be watching price to see how it comes back into some type of discount. And what you want to see, nice displacement up right here. See, we got this swing high right here. See that swing high right there? There's a swing high right there, right? Right. You want to see nice, because we came down, right? Came down. There's no imbalances down here. We went below a low, right? Took out sell side, right? Pushed up, did not get back down to that sell side. Now, what you want to see is nice displacement above this swing high, right? If you get displacement, come over here where we closed at, right? Give us a little pull back there. We're just gonna stick. We've been sticking with the theme of consequent encroachment of these wicks, so we're gonna stick with that theme here. We've been riding that one there, right? Oh man, look at that drawing. Oh, beautiful, right? So come down, get nice displacement, right, above this right here. Like, let's say we go all the way. Let's go all the way up to the top. Hit this little order block right here. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna come up, hit that order block right there. So nice displacement right there, right? Right. You would want to see some type of imbalance, preferably lining up right there at the breaking market structure like that. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. And then get a pullback into that right there. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that. Beautiful. beautiful, just like that. And Bob's your uncle. Y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. Beautiful, just like that. But you want to let price show you what it wants to do. Tell you what it want. Now, let's look at the downside. Any downside risk on the 4 hour, right? So on the 4 hour, we're coming down. Looking over here, we have no imbalances. We have no imbalances on the 4 hour left over here. We have a very small little volume imbalance there that lines up with that old volume imbalance. What was that on? We didn't mark it. I think it might have been like a weekly because the monthly took over, right? But on the 4 hour, there's no imbalances down there to speak of, really. Nothing like on a large scale. So on the 4 hour, what I would be watching to see if the 4 hour wanted to come down. It already came into this order block over here, right? It already came down into this order block over here. So I will be looking to see how it, the same thing, how it respects this BISI that we already traded back down into. If it comes back down into this 44, 57, 50 level and rejects off of it, that will be a good sign. You know, that would be a good sign if it rejects off of there. But that's how I would be watching that as a swing trader, to let price show me what it wants to do, if it wants to continue the bullishness, right? If it just reverse it, if it continues to slide, that's all you got to do. If it continues to slide and it reverses, you know, if we come back down, right? If we come down and take out this sell side, like we've come up, had this bullish breaking market structure, right? If we just continue to slide, then you just reverse everything that I said. But based off how price is trading, right? Based off how price is trading, we still have imbalances. Let's go back up. Right. So we still have daily imbalances that we haven't gotten to up here. We tapped into this weekly imbalance, didn't feel it, right, and backed off of it, but we still have daily imbalances that we haven't gotten to after taking out daily buy side and closing above it. You see what I'm saying? Had a breaking market structure daily, like we're stretching towards something, right? And we still haven't reached anything of significance yet. So price pulling back, right? The only thing I can see price wanting to continue down to get would be this daily fair value gap right there, right? If price kept sliding down, this daily fair value gap here is the only thing, you know, that's of any note down there, right? Small daily fair value gap there, and then that volume imbalance. Those are the only things of any note on the daily that's down there as far as risk. On the weekly, you got a small weekly volume imbalance, but there's no weekly imbalance to come to as far as a fair value gap, right? And the weekly also came up and touched that imbalance, right? On the weekly, we came up, we took out weekly sell side, right, and rejected off of it, right? So when you take out sell side and reject off of it with displacement up, the draw, the high that sent you there, right? Watch for imbalances in between. We still haven't filled that imbalance. We still haven't reached that high. So this right here is just a bullish pullback, in my humble opinion. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I think I've said enough. If I didn't say enough, it's going to be enough because I'm tired of talking. Do anybody got anything for me before I leave? This has been an hour and 41 minutes. I did not intend on being here this long. Does anyone have anything for me before I leave? Does anyone have anything for me before I leave? It's hot back here. I'm sweating. I appreciate y'all, man. This little bug been on me. I was supposed to be going to donate blood at the church tomorrow. I'm not gonna go. I text him. I said, "Hey man, this bug been on me. I ain't gonna come out there. Hopefully I shake it. Yeah, y'all welcome. You welcome, Felicia, Taryn, here to learn to share. Everybody else who said thank you, you're welcome. Y'all take advantage. Love on your family. Let your loved ones know that you love them. Don't just say it, show it, and confirm it. Speak the language in which they need to receive it. The love language, that is. Excuse me. Y'all know I've told y'all a story many times where, hey, I thought I was father of the year and my kids thought they had to get out my house when they turned 18. Like, where you get that from? Like, they thought they had to go. So obviously I wasn't expressing something right. I've never said it, but I love you too, bro. But I told y'all that story. Well, recently, y'all know how I feel about my sweetie. I say it all the time. Y'all know how I feel about that one back there. Right there. Oh, wait a minute. Coochie coo, don't run. Stop running. You better stop running. Coochie coo. Y'all know how I feel about that one back there. Right, but hey, I had a conversation with my sweetie. I ain't been doing such a good job. I know it. Y'all know it. At least y'all say y'all know it. Everybody around me be like, relationship goals. I want to be like y'all when I grow up. Little Tim Rogers ain't been doing a good job. I say, what in the haberdashery and hemoglobin going on here? That's why communication is important. Take advantage of the day, man. Don't do it the way you think it should be done. Do it the way they need to receive it. If your parents still, you blessed enough to have your parents here, call them up and let them know that you love them. I was thinking about my daddy the other day. It ain't a day that don't go by when something don't remind me of him. Go by your mama's house. Take the trash out for her. Go clean the car. Go take a lunch. Just do something. Go over there. Just pop up on. Hey, how you doing, old lady? Pop up on. Go hug your kids. Hug your spouse. Let them know how you feel. Sit down and talk to them. Open up the lines of communication. Say, hey, how is daddying? Am I daddying okay? Hey, baby, how is my husband? And how's your love tank? Is your love tank full, half empty? Is it on full? Do I need to make a deposit into the love tank? Find this stuff out because it's important, man. We will go through life every day thinking we are just fine because we don't want to open up the lines of communication. And 3 years down the road, when you're sitting in divorce court trying to figure out what happened, it was all because we didn't stop and smell the roses. Hey, man, that's all I got, man. I'm trying to figure out why you came back. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What made you come back? with that being said, man, until the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and flap my gums, y'all be easy, man. Gone.